Dear students of class 12 English literature students, in this lecture 2 English version lecture today our topic is poem number 1, Character of a Happy Life, that is composed by Sir Henry Wotton. Students, in previous lectures you have gone through two stanzas, stanza 1 and stanza 2. Today our topic will be stanza 3 and 4. Students, as you know, in previous lecture that this poem is based on morals and it is full of positive points that is given by the poet. Students, in this poem the poet lets us know what important points are there in a character that makes us and that gives us a character of a happy life. Students, this poem is full of morals, and after reading it we find some strength of our character. And student, this poem has a didactic note in it. These points are used while we write the context of the poem, students, and we must go through all those things that are related to the poem if we want to write our context properly. All this was the contents to be used in the context of the poem. Now students, this is M. Rahman and you are attending ORSC classes of English language. Students, if you like our lecture, please don't forget to subscribe our channel ORSC classes of English language, and please like, share and comment. Now students, let's begin stanza number 3. In previous stanzas, you came to know that man who is really happy should be independent, should work according to his own desires, according to his own guidance of conscience, and his passions should be strong and they should not be the master of that person. Now students, in this stanza third, the poet says, who hath his life from rumors freed. Hath means has. Rumors means you can say false notion of the people. It means the people who try to defame your dignity. Freed means free from rumors. Now students, the person who hath his life free from rumors. It means this line begins with a relative pronoun who, and the antecedent of this line is the person, and definitely we are talking about the person whose character is of a happy life. Now here the poet says the person whose life is free from rumors, whose life is free from false information, and it is not possible to set all tongues wagging. It is not possible to say any negative word about that person. That person is really very happy. Means when we have nothing to say wrong about that person, when this person lives a very simple life and he lives so simple a life that nobody has to say anything negative on his back, student, that person is definitely has a life of peace. And whenever a person has a life of peace, that person lives a very happy life. In other words, students, we can say such a person who is living such a life is a person of a strong life. He is a very strong person because nobody has courage, nobody has a clue, nobody has a point to misuse his characteristics, to misuse his deeds of life. In next line, the poet says, the person whose conscience is his strong retreat. Conscience means here, students, conscience means soul, conscience means spirit. But now you can understand, conscience is your common sense, conscience is your wisdom, conscience is your inner guiding component, inner guiding elements that guides you to be on the right path. Okay. Strong retreat means a place where you return whenever you are sad, whenever you are defeated, whenever you are dejected. Sometimes students, what happens, although we want to do something positive, yet we have some negative results with us, and we try to do positive, then we get negative results, and it keeps on going, it keeps on going with us, and it continued. Then we are dejected and we get sometimes very depressed. Then we return, then we take a new energy when we return to those who are positive thinkers, who tries to console us, maybe our parents, maybe our mother, father, friends, elders, yeah, some grown-ups, and we go to them. Sometimes they try to console us, they make us peaceful, they calm us down, and then we realize that definitely I can do it. Means those persons who give us positive feeding, students, that is retreat, that is shelter, and from that shelter we take positive energy, and then again we step up in the direction of our deeds. Now students, in the same way, our conscience is the place that guides us. If we have a strong conscience, if we have a pure conscience that can guide us, that can show us the right way, students, it is the blessings of God. In other words, it is the blessing of God in disguise. Means if we have a good conscience, if we have a good common sense, if we have a good wit, if we have a good senses, we have a good sixth sense, that is conscience. And whenever we get defeated, whenever we get loss of energy, then students, our conscience guide us that you do this, you should not do this, and we follow the same. And when we do this, we keep on progressing, we keep on approaching to our goals. That is the magic of our conscience, and that is called a strong retreat. A strong retreat means a strong shelter. What is a strong shelter? Means our own self, our own conscientiousness is our own thinking level, our own common sense students should be strong. In short, if we do not want to talk about literature, in practical life, students, our mind should be so strong that we can take any decision. Means our mind, our thinking should be so strong that we should not depend on others. And in our defeat, in our negative times, we should get courage through our own conscience. So students, the person whose thoughts are so strong that that a person returns to his thoughts and he takes a new line, a new course of action from his own common sense, and he goes on right, then student, definitely that man is a man of a character of a happy life. Now students, in the third line, the poet says, whose state can neither flatterers feed. State means situation, condition. Can neither means not. Flatterers means the person who praises the persons who praise someone to take some benefit because of selfishness. Feed means giving, means to give some praises so that so that those selfish people can use that man who has some qualities or who has some possessions with him. So the man whom we are describing here, a man of a character of a happy life, students, can neither be not be affected anymore. Means the person who is a person of good character, who is a person who has a character of a happy life, the person who has such a strong character can't be affected by those who praised him false for their own benefit, for their own selfishness. It means the person who praises for their own benefit, for their own selfishness, can never affect this man. If that man isn't affected by their flattery, students, definitely he will remain happy. Because when he doesn't get affected with the flatterers, definitely he will not lose anything. When he doesn't lose anything, he will he will be no more sad, and whenever he will be no more sad, he will have no anxiousness, he will be no more anxious, and students, then definitely he will live a peaceful and a happy life. nor ruins make oppressors great in this line 4. And the one more additional feature of this person is, if this person, suppose if this person is killed by oppressors means those persons who want to kill, who want to persecute, who want to assassinate this person. So after assassinating this gentle person, the assassins, the killers can't be called great by the people. Means the people who know the fact will always condemn those people who would assassin, who would kill these people, who would kill this man, this person. Now students, the mean to say is, if a person kills another by showing bad reasons, students, and if it is not true, then definitely that person who is a killer isn't going to be a great man in the eyes of the people. Now students, let's take these four lines once again. The quality of a person who has a character of a happy life, students, the first quality is of this person according to this stanza is that this person is free from all rumors, whatever the general people or those who envy from him, who envies of him. Who hath his life free from rumors means there is no rumor in his life about his deeds. He is free from rumors. His actions are so pure and simple that there is nothing that people could spread rumors against him. And students, this person has such a conscience that it guides him in every bad situation. That person returns to his conscience, and after taking a right direction from his soul, he again goes to his to fulfill his purpose, and finally he gets successful. Whose state can neither flatterers feed means student, this person can't be affected by the people who are flatterers, who does flattery, and who does wrong praise for this person, and who tries to please that person with false uh, uh, praises. Students, no ruin make oppressors great. If this person is killed by other persons, students, the killers of that person can never be called great by the people. Now students, here we see whose conscience is his strong retreat. Now conscience is compared to retreat means student, there is metaphor, figure of speech. When a comparison made to different thing without the words of comparison, there is metaphor. Then when we write poetic beauty, we should write at number 1, if there is any figure of speech given in any line, and here is it, whose conscience is his strong retreat means in line 2nd, metaphor, figure of speech is used beautifully. And the students, the rhyme scheme of this stanza is freed and feed, a retreat and great, students, b. In this way the rhyme scheme is ab. If we students see this rhyme scheme from the beginning, the rhyme scheme will be ab, cd, ef and ef. Now students, let's begin stanza number 4. In this stanza the poet says, who envies none means such a person who is a man of good character envies nobody. He is not jealous of anybody. None whom chance doth raise, and he envies nobody who gets a chance to be uplifted or to get some riches and who has become affluent. Now students, he lives in his own means. He never is jealous of anybody or anybody's riches. Nor wise means that person has no bad qualities. This person had no any wrongdoing in himself, and this person who never understood means this person never understands, never tries to know how deepest wounds are given with praise. In our society, students, when we have no courage to say something to powerful people, then we try to uh, discriminate him, when we try to show him some negativity by praising him false. What do I mean? I mean that we try to comment, we give taunts uh, on the actions of that person, in other words. And it means when we praise somebody but that praise is false, and the mean of our praise is to disgrace him, this person doesn't know such things. Means the person who has a character of a happy life, students, never knows how deepest wounds are given with praise. This person never knows how a person is hurt with the bitter words, with the sharp words of praise. Students, he never disgrace anybody with his disgraceful words. And students, no rules of state but rules of good. This person who has a character of a happy life never follow rules of state. Here student, conditions apply. What does that mean? I means no rules of state. It never means that the person doesn't follow the rules of the country, rules of the state. No, it never means so. The mean of this line is that person doesn't follow the bad impressions, doesn't follow the bad qualities that are everywhere in the society. Means sometimes we think that we can't go without doing corruption, we can't go without doing impious things, we can't go without doing any wrong deed. Means in this society it is mandatory to do some negative things, but that person doesn't believe in all this. That person believes that whatever is good. Means that person let's take this line number 4. No rules of state. Rules of state means whatever is prevailing, whatever is going on in the society negatively, he doesn't believe in it. Means those rules which are considered to be right in modern age, that person doesn't believe in it. Other than this, on the contrary to this, that person thinks whatever is right. As you have gone through, conscience, whose conscience is his strong retreat, because his conscience show him the right path of life, the right path of progress, the right path of peace and happiness. That's why students, rules of good, he believes in the rules of goodness, he believes in the rules of uh, uh, benefits for others. That's why he doesn't believe all those rules which are considered positive in the society, but basically they are not positive at all, but those rules are harming others. Let's take again the sense of these 4 lines. Let's have a look. Who envies none from chance doth raise, means the person who has a character of a happy life. Students never uh, is never jealous of anybody who has a chance to get a brilliant rise. Students, he has no nor vice, means he has no any immoral or wicked behavior. Students, who never understood how deepest wounds are given with praise, and such a person never knows, and such a person never believes in giving in giving pain to others. He never believes to hurt anybody's heart with harsh words. He never believes how he can hurt a person by praising him falsely. Now students, no rules of state but rules of good. And one more thing is there, this person never believes in the negative notions, in negative rules that are prevailing in the society, but he believes only whatever is his conscience shows him, whatever he thinks right. So students, he is a self-guided person, and he is not affected by any prevailing negative point, any negative statement and negative thing, or any rule that is called modern rule. Students, he is a man of a really man of conscience. He is the follower of his conscience and he is really a man of character. So if he does all this, definitely he will not feel sad, and whenever a person doesn't feel sad, definitely he has a peaceful and a life of happiness. Student, that's all in this fourth stanza today, and I hope you have liked our lectures. And please, if you like this lecture, lecture number 2 English version lecture, students, please subscribe our channel or see classes of English language, and please like, share and comment. Thanks.